Our story begins in the fall, with a truck unloading several boxes inside an establishment. A golden system screen appears. You have done good deeds, and they have been recognized. You have earned merit points. While people continue unloading the boxes, in the background, a gentleman talks to a young man. If it hadn't been for your help, my business would have closed a long time ago. I can't thank you enough. Don't worry, doing good generates good. Another message appears on the system. Congratulations, you have achieved 500 merit points. He currently has 11,413 merit points. Close the system. The protagonist introduces himself. My name is Xiao Yun. No car, no house, dead parents, and also, hey, Uncle Lee, open the door for me. Ah, of course, Xiao Yun. Looks like you've done something good again today, haven't you? Yes, they were my parents' last wishes, explained Xiao Yun. Despite all that, I'm bound by the system. Name, Xiao Yun, 18 years old, gender, male, affiliation, merit system. He opens the door of his house, which is quite dark, and thinks, 2 years ago, my parents disappeared without leaving anything behind, except this system that was linked to me. The system had a message, blood-colored eyes flickering. A great catastrophe is about to happen. How to cross this ocean of suffering? Only with merit. Since then, Xiao Yun has done good deeds to accumulate merit points, reaching the top of the world merit ranking. However, despite having 11 million merit points, he has no money, only a few real ones. He slams a glass of water on the table and thinks, what are these dots for, anyway? Suddenly, the glass of water begins to turn into blood. Xiao Yun is shocked. What's that? The blood-red moon finally appears, and even though he knows what it means, he is terrified when the horizon turns completely red. As Xiao Yun feels a bad feeling, another system screen appears. Congratulations, you have qualified to be a player of the original Sin game. The next instance will start in 24 hours. Original Sin game? What the hell is that? He touches the floor, which is completely covered in blood, and feels that feeling. It's real blood. Several glitches begin to appear on the floor. What is it now? The system screen begins to fade slowly until it disappears completely. Hey, she's gone. What about my merit system? Where is it? Another system screen appears. Low-level system plug detected. Successfully integrated into original Sin game. Consumption system unblocked. Credit available. 451,143 Brazilian reals. Calm down, calm down. It's not time to panic. Even after the integration, the original invitation is still here. The system starts to open Xiao Yun's email. Damn, the computer keeps going down. I guess there's no escaping this game. At least I need to find out what's going on. He searches Google, original Sin game. A notification appears on the screen. We have detected that you are searching for the keyword original Sin game. If you have received an invitation to the game, please visit the website for more information. If you've heard from someone else, please get in touch. Xiao Yun thought, so they have an official website. It looks like this game has been around for a long time. He enters the site to see all the information. First of all, please believe me, the original Sin game does exist. The office that ensures human safety exists to actively respond to this situation. Please note, there may be many monsters and events that go against science and common sense in this game. Please prioritize your own safety while ensuring your survival. Try to complete the tasks. Failure to complete tasks will have very serious consequences. On the other hand, completing tasks can earn you various rewards, treasures, special abilities, and even your heart's desires. The outcome of this game doesn't just concern your life. Good luck. Xiao Yun reflects, a game full of monsters and supernatural phenomena where failure has serious repercussions, but completing tasks brings rewards. This means that risks and opportunities coexist, so that means my linked system is compatible. Well, at least I seem to have plenty of points to spend. I must stay alive. No matter what awaits me tomorrow, I must live. After a while, Xiao Yun thinks, it's a good thing that, over the last few days, I've managed to gather food, water, warm clothes, and basic medicine. We see our protagonist getting ready in style, buttoning up his shirt and packing all his supplies. However, something catches his eye. His things start to disappear, and in fact, everything around him starts to disappear, including himself. And now, what's happening? A red system warns, it's 15 minutes until the start of the game. Please arrive at the staging area early. Why didn't you warn me before? Suddenly, Xiao Yun falls gently and finds himself sitting at a table. Looking around, he notices other people gathered around, apparently saying some kind of prayer. Suddenly, Suddenly, an old man who was at the table falls off his chair. "Sir, are you alright?" A large man knocks on the table to attract attention. "Well, we seem to have a lot of newcomers this time. Has anyone here played this game before?" "Uncle, isn't this the first time you've taken part? Were the things mentioned on the website true? Is everything on the official website true?" Becoming a player of the original Sin game means that you will take part in this game once a week, the man explains, and Xiao Yun, along with another woman, is startled. The other two newcomers exclaim, "Once a week?" The big man knocks harder on the table and says, "Yes, this is a game of life and death. It will happen once a week from now until you die." This man seems threatening, but he's also bragging about his experience in the game. Xiao Yun thinks, "I'll stay here and listen to what he has to say. He seems to have useful information." The big man continues, "For a strong person like you, it must be easy in this game, right? Do you have any experience to teach us?" "Experience? Me? Actually, I have a few tips. First thing, stay out of other people's business. Your life is the most important. Second thing, throw away all the common sense you have. Ghosts, spirits, demons, they'll all appear in this game. And the most important rule, there are special rules that the system itself has created for us, and breaking these rules gets you killed immediately." Xiao Yun reflected, "I saw that there were some rules on the official website yesterday. They varied from game to game and must not be violated." Suddenly, the woman who had been silent until now begins to speak. "I've received a notification saying that help for newcomers has been unlocked. Do you know anything about this? Is it true?" "Yeah, I got it too," replies Xiao Yun, still confused. "Take a look at the system. You need achievement points to buy these things, but you only get them after completing the first game. And what is the meaning of this store? We can't buy anything. They're playing games with us, that's what." "Excuse me, young man," asks a gentleman. "Do you know if you can exchange these achievement points for real money?" "Money? You have too much imagination, old man. Achievement points can only be exchanged for ancient artifacts with spiritual energy." Xiao Yun thinks that old man was wise. I would have thought the same thing too, but unfortunately he's wrong. Despite this, Xiao Yun is extremely happy, biting his lip in anticipation, almost drooling, when a message from the system appears. "Would you like to exchange your merit points for achievement points?" And the exchange rate was 1 to 10. In other words, he could turn his 11 million merit points into more than 114 million achievement points. So that's what the system my parents gave me is for, Xiao Yun realizes. System, open the newbie store. In the store, he finds items such as poison, a cleansing pill, an invisibility talisman, and a healing potion, all available to exchange for achievement points. Based on my exchange rate, 1,000 merit points will already clear the store. System, exchange 10,000 merit points. The system replies, 10,000 merit points paid, 100,000 achievement points received, and Xiao Yun literally buys the entire store. Meanwhile, at a meeting inside a temple, someone begins to sing a somber song. Two lanterns begin to move, and a voice warns, "Silence, the game is about to begin." The person singing seems to be a woman covered completely in a red robe. A red system window appears. Original Sin mission, new mission, Ghost Wedding. Completion condition, survive to the end of the Ghost Wedding in the mountains. Suddenly, the space around them opens up completely, revealing several other tables with various guests. However, the guests are all ghosts, and they eat ravenously, as if they were wild beasts. Xiao Yun thinks, "My god, what's happening to these people? I don't even ask. The most curious are the ones who die first." One of the ghosts speaks, "Dear guests, why aren't you touching your hashies?" Xiao Yun realizes that this man's voice is not at all friendly, and he certainly doesn't seem to be a living being. "Uncle, what do we do now?" "Ignore everyone, stay still. Today is a happy day, and the guests are trying to wake up." One of the ghosts offers the players wine. "Please, someone offer them wine." Several of the other guests begin to approach Xiao Yun's table, placing food and even the decapitated head of a pig on the table. "Served, boys. Dinner's ready." Xiao Yun observes, these villagers are extremely strange and malnourished, but their plates are very full. However, he decides that he's not going to eat anything. "Hello, why don't you have a drink?" One of the ghosts says to Xiao Yun, "Let me feed you." Xiao Yun, with all his might, refuses the food. All the other players at the table do the same, trying to avoid the villagers. Okay, I'll drink. One of the players finally gives in. "Thanks, kid." He drinks the drink, but immediately begins to change color, choking, falling to the ground and foaming at the mouth. "Look, he's drunk. How dare he attend the banquet banquet with such intolerance. Xiao Yun thinks, these foods and drinks do indeed have a very serious problem. The original Sin game is no joke. Suddenly, his merit system appears again. Special mission activated, save a life. You can choose to help other players. If you succeed, your merit points will increase. Special mission, huh? Xiao Yun observes all the other competitors struggling to refuse the villagers' things. They haven't reacted so far, which indicates that the mission is exclusively for the old man. Uncle, what do we do now? Please save him. I told you not to say anything. He poisoned himself. Saving him could put everyone else at risk. If you want to save him, go ahead, but don't expect help. Our protagonist stands up, determined. All right, then I'll save him. He picks up one of the items he bought in the store with the merit points, a mind-cleansing pill made from clear mind, luminous grass stamen and refined without water. It can detoxify and eliminate corrosion, effective against poisoning in general. Finally, the medicine I bought at the store will be useful for something. We see the protagonist putting the pill in the old man's mouth to medicate him, and the pill emits a very strange glow. Meanwhile, the people around are watching what's happening. The big guy thinks, this item is not ordinary, and this guy got it the first time he played the game. After he makes the old man swallow the pill, a glow runs through his entire body, and the veins that were appearing because of the poison disappear completely. It really cured him. So, old man, are you alright? Thank you, young man. I would have lost my life if it hadn't been for you. Seeing this, the protagonist smiles, satisfied that he has managed to help someone. Suddenly, several coins from the merit system start falling on his head. Special mission, save a life completed. Mission reward, 7,777 merit points. He thinks, as expected, the special mission of saving a life in this game is worth more than anything in my real life. Relax, there's another random mission here. And then he realizes that he actually has 4 random missions to complete during this game. Xenotation Spot Mission 1, survive to the end of the ghost wedding. Reward, 1,500 achievement points. Xenotation Spot Mission 2, save the bride by Ling. Reward, 3,000 achievement points plus 3 items from the liquidation store. Xenotation Spot Mission 3, steal the statue of the ghost mother of the 3 rivers. Reward, 5,000 achievement points plus an item from the liquidation store. Xenotation Spot Mission 4, discover the truth behind the ghost wedding. Reward, 5,000 achievement points. So, apart from the main game, there are other objectives. Easy missions have bad rewards, but difficult missions bring good rewards. To get really good rewards, you have to find out for yourself what kind of quest it is. Although I don't have a problem with achievement points, since I have several due to my merit system, picking up items from the store can increase my strength very quickly. It looks like it's worth doing. While the protagonist is reflecting, all happy, the other people are apprehensive. Where have the villagers gone? When they look around, they realize that there really aren't any villagers left. All the tables are empty. Well, it really is the ghost wedding now, isn't it? They must have left when we were distracted by you, but we don't know how far they went. But we're not going to stay here and wait for them to come back, are we? One of the players tries to open a door. Hey, what are you doing? Don't act impulsively like that. That door is stuck. Suddenly, the big man grabs the player's shoulder and throws him to the ground. Don't do anything useless like that. Do you want to die now, kid? The player stands up to retort, but the protagonist steps in. Sir, I think he's right this time. Savara's people are extremely hostile and we can't just wait here to die. But then, do we have any idea how to get out of this place without dying? No, this time you're wrong. We have a natural ally on our side, and he has all the information we need. And who would this ally be? Again, we see that woman wearing a red cloak. She's the bride. Since it's a ghost wedding, the bride is surely a victim and might want to help us. What if the bride herself is a ghost? Anyone who wants to go can go, but I'm not going. I'm going to follow him, says one of the players, while the woman next to him thinks, that look on his face is so determined. He must know something else he hasn't said. Okay, I'll go too. Uncle, you better rest for a while, okay? The last player is undecided, but decides to stay with the big man. Take care of them. We'll be right back, okay? You can shout if you need to. Go on, kid, says the big man. The group enters the temple where the bride is supposed to be. The protagonist opens the door with a triumphant entrance, but what he finds inside is not at all encouraging. The bride is covered by her robe, sitting in front of a table with 2 candles. There are people around who seem to be ghosts too. Damn. Damn, that's going to be bad luck for us. Is that the starting room? If it wasn't, how could it be called a ghost wedding? It has to have a bride, doesn't it? Miss, we are spectators who have been taken by surprise at this wedding. We want to cooperate with you to get out of this village. What do you think? The bride doesn't answer, and the protagonist goes to check if she really is there. To his surprise, he discovers that she was a paper doll. What do you mean? Is it a paper figure too? Where's the real bride? The woman next to him thinks. Until now he was sure there was a fiancé, but this is his first time playing. How is he so sure of this information? Even though the bride is a fake, the merit system appears again. Mission: rescue the real bride. Bai Ling. Bai Ling is obviously a person's name, and paper figures cannot be rescued. But where did she go? The protagonist wonders. I'm going to take a look here. Maybe there's something in the room. She goes into the bedroom, checks the closet, looks under the table, behind the door, until she finally knocks on a place that seems to be hollow. Here! I've found it! The middle of the bed is hollow. The protagonist thinks, when that old man was poisoned before, she was the first to act with courage and knowledge. She's not a simple woman, she's certainly played before. The other player, next to the protagonist, makes an extremely stupid decision. He picks up the paper doll and shouts, "Get out of here, please," and throws it on the floor. After that, they all join forces to lift the bed, and actually discover a hole underneath, a secret passage. So, bro, do you think we should go down? I don't like it, but I think so. They go down a long staircase that leads to a very dark basement. It looks like there's only one way. Well, I guess we'll have to go this way. They start walking down the corridor, which is the only path available. Suddenly, one of the players steps on something. Ah, what's that? A hand? It's a hand. Only, the woman slowly takes the hand and says, "It's a fake. It's a paper figure too. 1, 2, 3. There are 6 limbs missing. They must match the ones lying on the floor. Why are there so many tattered paper figures here? Are they defective products that have been discarded? No, these 6 paper figures, do you think they look like 6 players? If I remember correctly, in ancient times there was a custom in which the bride of a wealthy family was accompanied by dowries when she got married. These gifts didn't just include jewelry or relics, but also people who accompanied her. I'm thinking that the 6 of us playing this game are the dowries from this ghost wedding. The bride on the floor is fake, the camera is fake, so the dowries are fake too. If I'm not mistaken, the real bridal chamber is below. These paper figures are showing us what will happen if we fail the challenge. The other 2 players are shocked by this revelation, but the protagonist rushes off. We don't have time to think. We have to move. We need to find the bride quickly. The 3 people outside could be in danger. They run down the corridor until they come face to face with large doors that look like they belong to a temple. The protagonist opens them with determination. The bride, surely she's here. They see a body that appears to be being veiled, covered in a red cloak, but this time the face is also covered. Is she alive? She's breathing, but unconscious. Will something happen to the game if we wake her up? I don't think she'll wake up that easily. Okay, help me out here. Let's carry her out. One of the players takes her arms, the other her legs, and together they carry the bride out. Careful, careful. As they are leaving the dark basement, they hear noises outside, and it seems that 2 people are running towards them. Who appears is an old man and the woman from the game. Help! Help! What happened? Has something happened? Yes, the villagers, they're coming to kill us. They're carrying scythes and attacking anyone who tries to stop them. The protagonist thinks everything is going wrong, and begins to think about what to do. There's no way out of this room. Take the bride, I'll go out and check what's going on. Okay, they see that the village people have returned. Now they no longer look like ghosts, but are full of fury and anger. The big man is there, wrapped in a kind of spectral armor. I'm warning you, one more step forward and my ghost rider will hit you. Even so, the zombies, ghosts and strange villagers throw themselves at him, but they are all hit by the ghost rider's sword. The protagonist thinks, Ghost Rider, so that's the power the game gave him? But suddenly, the knight attacks his owner's back. What? It attacks the user himself? This guy has a lot of scars. It means that every time he uses the knight, he suffers damage too. The system appears to the protagonist. Congratulations to the host for thoroughly analyzing the weird ecosystem. The illustration you're looking at is of the ghost servant. Fragment unlocked. To get the next reward, collect 9 more illustrated guides. Keep up the good work. Phantom Servant, fragment of the strange ecosystem. It's an evil ghost born of pain, which takes pleasure in hurting others and can hurt the user itself. While the big guy is fighting the ghost rider, one of the players, impressed, thinks, Oh, so powerful. This guy is really strong, but using the ghost servant's power comes at a cost. He can't hold it for long. Sir, after we entered the room, did you investigate the courtyard? Is there any way out of here? Oh yes, there's a wall to the west, and it's very low. Maybe you can jump over. Come on, everybody west. Hey, stop that guy too. They run away from the ghost villagers. One of them is about to attack the girl, but the woman in the red jacket flies at him. Another zombie tries to fight back, but she grabs his arm and throws him to the ground. She is quick and skillful, stomping and kicking everyone around. She even hits one zombie's eggs, intimidating all the others. For those who like a strong, intimidating woman, this is perfect. Don't stare too long. Hurry up. However, more villagers appear, surrounding the group. What do we do now? I can't take it anymore. The ghost servant has broken my back. Desperate situations call for desperate measures, but the protagonist notices something striking. This guy, every time he uses the ghost servant, he takes on a different expression. Something's not right. In a tense scene, the big man, who is unshaven, observed, the talisman this kid got is very powerful. Even my ghost rider is shaking at the sight of it. Who is this kid? 3 celestial masters who received the divine methods of Taishan in the past. I use this talisman to kill evil. Night walk, corpses, 7 evil spirits. All must be burned. Demons and monsters flee urgently by the order of the law. He then throws the talismans towards the zombies, and when they touch the creature's feet, a huge explosion occurs. The zombies begin to burn and scream in the flames. What a powerful talisman. Do you have any more of those? Destroy them. The protagonist replies, this talisman is exclusively made for exorcising demons. Although their bodies have mutated, they are still essentially human. This talisman won't eliminate them completely. So what do we do? I've bought time. Let's stick to the original plan. Run. He starts to run, and when he reaches the wall, he jumps off with agility. Hey, wait for me, man. Meanwhile, outside, there are still villagers patrolling. They don't look so zombie-like, more like normal humans. Inside the bolt, a little hand goes after them, and that woman in the red jacket starts choking one of the patrolmen with a machete, while choking another from behind. For God's sake. Finally, they pass out and hide the bodies. The patrol is increasing outside. We need to get out of here soon. So, my brother, where are we going now? The protagonist reflects. The banquet has been ruined, the bride has been rescued, but the ghost wedding itself isn't over. We must have missed something. Suddenly, someone remarked, hey, guys, she's waking up. The bride begins to open her eyes. Miss, are you alright? Can you remember your name? My name is Bai Ling. Where am I? Who are you? We're a bunch of unlucky people who are stuck in this ghost wedding. And do you know anything about this wedding? Ghost wedding? I don't know either. I was captured by them a few days ago. In fact, I didn't even know it was for a wedding. They just kidnapped me. Miss Bai, you need to remember something. If we can't stop this wedding, we're all going to die. If we don't get new information, there won't be a happy ending for us. Do you really not remember anything? Oh, I remembered something. The bride has a flashback. There's a path from the ancestral hall to the temple, isn't there? It's been cleared, but there's nothing we can do. We have to take part in the ceremony. The protagonist thinks, the Nangang temple worships the goddess of the 3 rivers underworld, does it? It seems that to end this ghost wedding, we still need to go to that ancestral hall. They look outside and see the appearance of the temple, which is surrounded by several villagers on patrol. Are you going mad? This place is full of these strange villagers. I know, but for every problem that arises, I bring a solution too. The protagonist picks up another talisman, this time in a different color. Talisman of invisibility, hides the body, transforms the body, grants invisibility to all people within a radius of 5 meters for the duration of 3 incense sticks. I have no idea how long an incense lasts, but come on. The protagonist begins to burn the talisman. After we become invisible, it doesn't matter if you touch someone or are touched, the invisibility will be dispelled. So be very careful. He opens the door to check the situation. We only have time for 3 incense sticks. Let's hurry! They start running, passing a patrolman, who tries to test whether he really can't see them by waving his arms. Yeah, I don't think he can see anything. Shut up! They quickly cross the stone path without being seen and finally reach the ancestral hall. They sneak in, as the place is silent and dark. The protagonist makes sure no one is watching them and closes the doors behind them. There's a path behind that hall that leads to the mountain. Got it. Perfect, let's go. But suddenly, the protagonist sees something they missed. It looks like there's a book resting on a cushion. He reads the title, Chronicles of the Village. The protagonist starts leafing through the book and reads aloud. In the 17th year of Emperor Long's reign, a black, ghostly rain fell from the sky, causing no grain to grow on the land. That year, there was a great famine, and people ate each other. Evil spirits appeared everywhere. As they climb up into the mountains, the protagonist helps Bai Ling miss Bai. Do you know what this black ghostly rain mentioned in the book is? I know the story, but they're just rumors. They say that Emperor Long was merciless to no one and killed all his officials. Then the heavens became angry at what he did, and black rain began to fall. Originally, I heard that in Guangzhou there was a black ghost rain recently. Only I didn't go there, so I waited. I'll say you're scared of ghosts. Huh, jokes one of the players, before being punched in the head by Bai Ling. Ouch! Why did you do that? Stop saying that kind of stupid thing. The protagonist looks ahead to the mountains, reflecting on the temple at the top. According to the village chronicles, it was the Nangang temple on this mountain that protected the village from the black rain, but also turned the whole village into non-humans and ghosts. Suddenly, Bai Ling warned, "Hey, calm down. Stop here. What's wrong? What's wrong? We've arrived." They see a temple with a frightening appearance, with horns, thorns that resemble eyes, and a mouth with a snout. This place looks like something out of a nightmare. Everyone is shocked by the appearance of the temple and the aura emanating from it, a visible energy that seems to flow throughout the structure. "Quick, we can't handle this," warns one of the characters. Suddenly, a figure begins to emerge from the temple. Huge clawed hands slowly grasp the door. "Ah, since you're already here, there's no point in leaving, is there?" The big man goes into shock, becoming completely alert, and immediately summons his ghost rider. He launches an attack at the figure, but the man simply parries the blow with ease. "Exorcism? You're from the Incarnation sect, aren't you?" "I don't know about any sect of reincarnation or incarnation. I don't know." "Look, you're a coward when you fight, aren't you? So I'm not going to be polite to this evil ghost who tried to attack me." The mysterious man pulls out a bowl, from which emanates an extremely powerful aura, and begins to suck the ghost rider into it. "What the hell? He's subduing the power of my ghost rider." The big man becomes desperate when he sees his ghost rider being absorbed by the bowl. When the process is finished, the man says with an evil smile, "Even though it's incomplete, it's a rare piece of material. May the ghost mother bless you." The big man falls face down on the floor, exhausted and weak. "Judging by your appearance, you're the bride from the ghost wedding, aren't you?" says the man, looking directly at Bai Ling. She screams in terror, "Don't come any closer. Stay away from me. Icy skin, jade eyes, and a spirit hidden inside. Those idiots really managed to find a good candidate. The ghost mother will surely be pleased with you." Why would the ghost mother, the goddess of the underworld, need a human bride like you? The protagonist interrupts, showing bravery. "You dare interrupt while I'm talking? Are you tired of living?" The man advances towards the protagonist, but he stands his ground, determined to protect her. "There's still a chance to finish the game, but for us, the bride's bridesmaids, we don't have much time, do we?" "Ah, interesting, wearing strange clothes," comments the man as he approaches and puts his hand on the protagonist's shoulder. "Knowing you're about to die, you still dare talk to me? Who are you, boy?" While the man is distracted, staring at him, the protagonist discreetly takes something out of his pocket. "I'm just a foreigner, and according to our tradition, if we don't know the cause of death, we become ghosts for all the afterlife. So that's why I want to ask you, priest, to avoid becoming a wandering spirit, do you want to know what ghost marriage is all about?" The priest, about to burn the protagonist with a blue flame in his hand, smiles and replies, "Lucky for you, I'm in a good mood today, so I'll tell you what's going on." Of course, the ghost mother doesn't need a wedding. The ghost wedding is a ceremony where the bride marries the ghost mother's protector. As for you, members of the dowry and bridesmaids of the wedding, you are the sacrifice. Don't worry, you won't become spirits. I'll make sure your souls are completely destroyed. He sends several spirits in their direction, which begin to bombard the surrounding area. Convinced that he has won, the priest turns and begins to walk away. But suddenly, a beam of light emerges from the smoke. What's happening now? He is surprised to see the protagonist using yet another item. A large white tiger appears, although its original color is white. To summon it, the protagonist holds a summoning cube in his hand. "I thought you were dead. You saved our lives again, man." The tiger, which emerges from the cube, has a figurine of a tiger on top. "Tiger. Oh my god, I said tiger. Anyway, that's a white tiger seal, with 85% of the spiritual power remaining. Let's get the bride out of here now. Blocking that attack took 15% of my spiritual power. Staying here will only get in the way, so let's go soon, the protagonist orders. The priest, surprised, thinks, an artifact spirit transformation? A medium-level magic weapon? Before, I wasn't feeling any spiritual power. How is that possible? Who exactly are you, child? As I told you, I'm just a foreigner. But what about it, priest? Are you going to keep talking, or are we going to fight soon? Replies the protagonist with determination. You insolent brat! How dare you insult me? The priest throws blue flames again, which are blocked by the white tiger's body. But the priest doesn't stop there, throwing several more projectiles at the protagonist, bombarding him completely. Fortunately, the white tiger's shield still protects him. You're just a lost kid with this magic weapon. When your spiritual power runs out, I'm going to rip your skin off and dismember you. The protagonist thinks, damn, I've been found out.